You want to find that drive and focus that has you locked in and on fire every single day? My book, The Mirror Motivation, will do it for you. I bought a copy for you. You take care of the shipping. The book is free. Click the link down there. I got you.
DreAllDay.com.
Dre Baldwin, workonmygame.com. A couple years ago, where the hell was I at? I met a dude who was an NBA trainer. I told this story years ago, those of y'all who watched me when I was talking basketball exclusively, that I had spent some time playing pickup with NBA players. People have always asked me who you play pickup with and all this. I play with a whole lot of NBA players, and a lot of it happened just through one particular connection, because I had a neighbor who lived in the same building that I was in who trained NBA players. This dude had worked in the NBA. He had a partner who was a off-the-court trainer. He was an on-the-court trainer, so they formed a partnership, and they was training a whole bunch of NBA players. And I had seen dude before, but I didn't even know who he was. I had seen him around the building, but I had no idea who he was, because he didn't have name recognition. And there was a couple NBA players who lived in the building, and I obviously knew who they were, but I didn't know them. So we never really had no real conversation. But then one day, through somebody meeting somebody and things like that, I ended up working out with a whole bunch of these players, and that's how I got that experience. It was led to a whole bunch of other things, such as me telling these stories and a whole bunch of other stuff. And I'm telling you that to tell you this. In life, and I heard Tony Robbins just say this like a week ago, because Tony Robbins was telling this story, right, of how someone had invited him to a mastermind meeting. And I know what a mastermind is. So if you don't, a basic explanation of a mastermind is when a whole bunch of people who are all doing something, a whole bunch of people who are about something, get together and they swap ideas, they share insights, they talk about what they have going on, they help each other with their problems and challenges in their business and their lives, whatever the mastermind is about. And usually whoever organizes the mastermind, like the person who knows all these people, they charge a certain amount of money. So everybody who wants to be involved in the mastermind, they pay this money just to be part of this circle of individuals. So it's not like you're getting something in particular. It's not like you're getting some prize or you're getting a car or you're getting, it's not like you're paying for a tangible item. You pay the money just to be in the room with all these other people who are about something, because it's worth that much just to be in that room. And Tony was telling this story of how he was first getting started in business, and someone invited him to this mastermind, and Tony didn't have that much money at that time. He had some money, but not a lot. So when he gets invited, the guy's telling him, hey, all these people who are going to be at the mastermind, and the guy starts dropping all these names, like this dude's going to be there, and this person, and this guy's done this, and this guy's done this. And Tony knew a whole bunch of the names, like, damn, these people are really about something. It'd be great to be part of this group with these individuals. So the person who was organizing the mastermind and selling Tony on the idea finally tells Tony, all right, to be a part of this mastermind, we're going to get on this plane and we're going to fly to this place, and it's all going to take place here, and it's going to be 7 days, this and that. And Tony's like, wow, this is an amazing idea. And he said to Tony, in order to get in, the price was like $30,000 you pay just to be part of the mastermind. Again, you're not getting anything tangible that you take home. Just to be in this room with these people, you got to pay $30,000. And Tony knew he wanted to be in his mastermind. The problem was, to pay that $30,000 would have been like everything that he had at that time. He would have had to empty out all his accounts just to pay to be in his mastermind. And Tony said he said to the dude the same thing a lot of us say when we know we want to buy something, but we're not quite sure we can afford it. So Tony was like, I'll think about it. Let me check my schedule. This is what he said. Let me check my schedule, and I'm going to get back to you about it. And Tony said the dude who was pitching him the mastermind looked at Tony and said, what? You'll check your schedule for all this, that all these people you get to be around? You talking about you'll check your schedule? Are you kidding me? And the dude started preaching to Tony, because Tony, again, he was like newer in the industry at that time. So the dude started just kind of kicking knowledge to Tony Robbins, and he said to him, Tony, understand something. Proximity is power. I understand that you may not quite get the whole concept of the value of the mastermind, or why it really, really, really behooves you and makes sense for you to be in this room with these people. But understand, being in a room with a whole bunch of people who are doing something at this level is worth 10 times what you're paying to be around them. And I'm telling you all that, and I told you that quick story about how I worked out with these dudes who was NBA players and NBA trainers and stuff like that, to let you know that being in the right places at the right time is worth money. I talked about, these elements of success in life that are more important than just hard work, one of them is timing. Timing is being in the right place. Well, you know what timing means. Is being in the right location when something happens to pop off. Another one of them is luck. Being around the right people at a time when things work out fortuitously for you. Another one of them is people. Knowing the right people is more valuable often than being the hardest worker, than being the smartest person in the room, having all the information. If you know the right people, that could do more for you than all the information that you know, all the hard work that you do, even everything that's on your resume to this point. So proximity is you understanding, first of all, where is it happening at? Whatever it is you want to do, wherever you want to go in life, whatever you're trying to achieve at this moment, where's that thing popping off? Like, if you had to be there right now, where would you be? And that's a question that almost all of us can answer, at least at some point. You might, at some level, you might not have all the information about where it's popping off at, but you probably got a pretty good idea right now where it's happening at. So for your industry, for whatever you're working on right now, if you had to be where is that right now, wherever it is going down right now, where is that? Where's the place that is really going down that's the spot? You would meet the most people, you get the most done, you can make the most connections and everything. Where is that at? And then how can you get there? And often these days, that place might not even be a physical location. It might be somewhere online. Like for me, I'll give you another example. Like, I live in Miami, Florida. Any of y'all who live in Miami, if you follow me on Instagram or Snap, you probably got a pretty good idea what part of town I'm in most of the time. It costs a lot of money to live there. And when I say a lot, I'm not talking a certain dollar amount. I'm talking relative to other places that I could live. I spend more money to live in a particular neighborhood than I would really need to spend. I can get the same type of housing that I have right now in a different neighborhood and spend half the money. That's just facts. Why spend more money? Well, one is because I like the neighborhood. It looks good. It feels good. I like the type of people that I like, the environment. Like, it is clean, it's pretty, stuff looks nice. It just feels good to be in that neighborhood. And if you've been there, then you know. And the other thing is the type of people that I'm going to meet, which I just mentioned a second ago. I know I'm going to meet a certain caliber of person in this neighborhood that costs twice the money than the type of people I'm gonna meet in a neighborhood that costs half the money. You understand? And that right there is worth it. And that's an investment that you make. Again, and this is something that I've talked about many times with investments. Y'all gotta understand, investment is something that you pay up front before you get the money back. Like Tony Robbins said when he got invited to that mastermind, like, just because you walk in the room at the mastermind don't mean a whole bunch of money just falls in your lap. You go to the mastermind, now you know 10 other people that's really doing something in business. Now you get all this information about how you could do your business 20 times better than you're doing it. Now you got 10 people in your phone who, if you got a challenge or a problem or something's going on, you could call them and get help because they know stuff that you don't know and they know people that you don't know. So it's not like you're just connecting with 10 people. You're connecting with 10 people who all each know 100 other people themselves. And now you're cool with them. Now you could call them so they might know somebody that you don't know who can help you do what you need to do. All of this matters. And each of those 10 people, now they know you. So now they know whatever you do, whatever you're good at, if they got a challenge with that, they can call on you. And when you help them, now we got the law of reciprocity. Now they'll be willing to help you out. And now they'll introduce you to their audience. They'll introduce you to their fans or their customers. And now y'all can do some business deals together. So all of this stuff comes from proximity. But where does it start? Ladies and gentlemen, you got to get around the people that are doing something. Who are the people that are really making it happen in whatever you want to do, and how can you connect with those people? It might be a mastermind. It might be through you helping them out in some way. It might be through you giving them a gift. It might be through you somehow giving value to their audience or giving value to them directly. But understand that proximity, getting around the people who are really doing the thing, really getting out there, really active, really hustling, really known. The more of those people you can get around, I guarantee it will be worth more to you than all the hard work, all the information, all the knowledge that you could gather on your own. Work on your game. Dre all day.